All right. I believe this should be working. Okay, people, can anyone see me? There we are. All right, so I didn't change this. I have to edit this. Testing. Wow, this is all new to me, people. So if you see me, let me know. I am actually, there's Marcus. I don't know how you do it all the time, but I am working on using vMix actually, and I am trying to get some things sorted and see if it works. So let me see. I'm trying to, where are they? View. Oh, okay, good. There's that. So if people make comments, I'm hoping that they should show up in my vMix social app. And I have to see if that will work actually, because I see nothing as of right now. Okay, morning. Hope all is well. Hi, Mark. How you doing? I'm actually testing software, and I'm hoping that this is going to two different streams. I don't know yet. This should be going to Facebook and to I hope so. I hope I have 500 subs soon. That would be great. I don't care. Either way, I just like the input as long as things are going well. That's all I care about. Actually, I had to change this because it said like 250, and then all of a sudden I noticed it was an old thing, so I put testing in there. Hey, Sammy. Thanks to you, Sammy. So I'm actually working on it. Thanks for your feedback about the M50 Mark II. Really helped. Oh, good, Mark. I'm glad that I could give you some positive feedback on that. And I'm always trying to keep up with things that seem to be pretty up to par with what a lot of people like to use. So I don't see any of these chat coming into. So this is what I'm doing, right? I am trying to get my chat to come up there, Sammy. So I have this on my, let me see if this shows up. I have this, right? You can see this hopefully on my screen. And I'm trying to get my vMix social up so I can see these comments popping up over here, which then is supposed to let me then show them to everybody. So that's what I'm trying to work on. And I am like a little bit clueless right now because I don't know where these are, why these aren't popping up, because I did set everything up. So I'm really confused. What light are you usually using for your background? What light? Like right now, what light? Right here is I have desktop lights that are facing me right here, if that's what you're talking about, Marcus. So I got two of them, and I actually have like a little ring light right here too, because I'm keeping the light kind of like low so it doesn't bother my eyes while I'm working on this. So it goes to vMix Social. I know, Sammy, I'm trying to work on it, but meanwhile, I'm just making sure that like everything's coming through. How do I sound? Are my pads working on my Rodecaster? I want to make sure that that is working. And then I wanted to see, I was messing around with like little things, and I had, what did I have up so far? So I was trying to get this to work, my confetti actually. So let's see if this works at all. And I want to see how that comes up. That's my confetti. And then I had this, Sammy, of course, you know, right? And me in the background. Hey, Sammy, you're impressed, right? You should be at least. Yeah, I know. It showed up and stayed there. I had to change it real like last second. I guess it didn't change, huh, John? Oh, God. So Now I am just like, I'm using vMix, John. I'm using vMix and I'm trying to get everything work. So this should be coming in at 1080p, and then I'm streaming. Hopefully, I have to check. I should be streaming to Facebook. Oh, it used my old thumbnail. I got it. Okay, so that's why. So even if I changed the title, I put testing, it came up with my old thumbnail. What are you gonna do? I'm only gonna delete it anyway. Yeah, well, it's free. That's what I'm using for now. The confetti is gonna be a little bit worked out. I mean, I literally did all this stuff in like an hour. So I basically hooked up everything to my social media. I put a few things in here. I'm working on a countdown timer, hooked up my cameras and stuff, and this is the timer I'm working on right here, but I don't know how to start it. I don't know yet because I didn't watch any videos. I'm doing all this myself. That might happen, Sammy. We'll see. I gotta maybe this weekend, but maybe not right now. And I want to take a look. Oh, I sound so much better than StreamYard. Wow, and the delay is like seconds. It's like literally 3 seconds instead of like waiting forever. Oh my God. That's pretty awesome. And then I want to make sure I'm coming up on Facebook. So let me go check there quick and see how that's coming up. If it is, at least. You can use audio plugins in vMix. Yeah, I saw the plugins, but I got the Rodecaster. I don't know what I might need more as far as that. Testing new software. Oh, that came out. Oh, that's good. That is so awesome. And I see my friend Roger Utter is left me a comment. I appreciate that, Roger. And it is going over in Facebook too, so that's great. But my vMix social is not working, and I don't know why. I'm gonna restart it, refresh it, and then let me go over to here. Web interface. I have it clicked off to use too, so I don't understand why it's not working. View log. Connected. YouTube live chat connected. And then what happened here? It disconnected right after. That's weird. That's what the log is showing me. It says it disconnected right after. You can, okay, let me see here. Maybe because I have it as trigger overlay 4, which would work no matter what. And because that would come over the top anyway. And view, I have it off, I have it on, view, and it's still not showing up. Maybe this is, maybe it could be, yeah, it's disconnecting right away. So if I click it, so maybe it's a firewall issue. It could be a firewall issue. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to have to look into that. Dang. Okay, but that's not bad. Those things, I did see it came up in my live that the confetti worked and that stream worked. If you guys like say anything, I could see, yeah, Brian, I'm vMixing, baby. So I'm trying to get like everything done. And so far, it's pretty cool because I can go into and set the streams at, 2 different levels, which, I'm going 720 out to Facebook, 1080p out to YouTube. And I'm just like trying to get like a few things set up, and I'm trying to get my comments to come up, but they're not working. It's disconnecting as soon as I go and connect. And I don't know why and I'm not really sure why it's not working because it says connected here. I'm going to turn it off. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Let me see if that did anything. Right? No, there's nothing. View queue. View all. Search. There's nothing. I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I didn't watch any videos, so that kind of didn't help probably. Yes, vMixing, Sunny Delish. Thank you. Why? What did I do? Sammy, I sent you a video that will help you. Okay, good. Awesome. And I had the same thing the first time I did a live. Don't overthink it. Have backup and enjoy the process. No, I'm like, I think it's just more than anything, I'm excited because eventually then I won't have to mess with, StreamYard, even though I love the whole concept of StreamYard. It is awesome and I paid for it and I'm signed up for the year. But I just wanted to be able to take this to the next level, and it ended up just happening. And so I'm going to roll with it and learn this because it's not something you can get really good at in 2 seconds. So I'm just trying to get it going. It's way better than StreamYard right now. Yeah, I would hope so. And my lighting is very low right now, so I'm not like, it should look much clearer. And Brian, what's really cool is that once you get your lighting somewhat set, you can even do a double check for white balance in here, and then you can mess with the color too if I want to like take more reds out or whatever. So you can really make things look cool. And I'm just trying to get things done and learn how to set like a scene up where when I could do my stream scene, but the delay here is only like 3 seconds, and I love that. Like literally when I think you guys leave a message, then there's like 3 seconds or so, and then I can say something, and then I hear myself 3 seconds later. So that is awesome. Your balance looks good from here. Yeah, it's way better than average. There's so much flexibility in here, and I haven't like done anything with the audio, and I could tell like the mic sounds so much better. And I could bring up to 4 people in here, so that's going to be great too. And Sammy, after the stream last night, is sending me in the right direction with things, and I appreciate the extra help because I haven't watched anything yet, and I've already done this, so it is pretty intuitive. And so if I got this far so far with it, that's awesome. But I have to get into learning how the overlays work, and with my A10 Mini, and have everything set up to kind of what I'm used to. Bald Gamer, what's going on? CJ, how you doing? So I don't know why my audio is not working. I mean, not my audio, my messaging. Maybe I'll just shut it down. I'll close it. Are you sure you want to close vMix Social? Yes. And then let's just hit it open again and see what happens. Says connected, and I'm gonna view. Hey, Mike Hall, what's going on? I was just thinking about you the other day, actually. I was like looking through my live streams, and I was like, I haven't seen Mike. And I was wondering if you were working on videos or anything, because I definitely want to catch up with you. And there's a couple other people too that are on my mind with things. And you just stopped in here. I'm trying to mess with vMix for the first time and trying to get some things down, which is pretty awesome. And I'm trying to get the messages to come in, and it's not happening. It's not happening right now. Lots of hockey going on right now. Well, yeah, that's what you're doing, right? All that, and that takes up a lot of time, I'm sure. I just don't know why. Oh, I'm so confused. So what does this say? Facebook has not been configured as a source. Connect. Facebook Connect. Yeah, and I did that, and that's not working either. I'm going to have to go through these steps again. I thought I covered all my bases. Automatically update with the most recent entry. Let's every 15 seconds. Okay, I'll do that and see if that does anything. Let's view the log. Oh, am I up? Oh shoot, I gotta check this. Let me see. Where am I? Let's refresh. I don't. Gotta go take my kids to karate. Mark, thanks for stopping in and just saying hi. I mean, I'm not doing anything exciting. I apologize, guys. I'm just, out there streaming. I wanted to just go back and take a look how things look. And if anybody jumped on, it was cool because then it will kind of like help me see if the messages are coming in or anything like that. Yes, right, doing a YouTube search for all these specific things. And I knew I could do a lot of things without having to go look up anything. But to get down to the fine tuning, and Sammy's helped me out. He sent me a couple of videos that pertains to what I'm trying to do here. And so I'm going to try to find out what I'm doing wrong. So it's just so weird. Let me see. Your connection to this site is not secure. You should not enter anything because it could be stolen by attackers. I think it's yes, I bet you anything it's saying Windows is saying the site is not secure because it doesn't know what it is, so it's asking for permission. So permissions. That's what it is. So what am I going to allow here? Insecure content block default. Maybe I'm just going to allow. It's definitely that. It is definitely that. Let me see. Refresh. Secure. Open Chrome. In Chrome, open a page in. Check site security, top left. Status secure, not secure, not secure or dangerous. Yeah, I think that's what's stopping me. It says not secure, so what can I do about this? Site settings. It says blocked. Location blocked to protect your privacy. Like, we want to block that. But I want to know user data. Serial ports. USB, mini. I got to figure it out. It's something in my settings for sure. I'll have to look that up. All right, what are you guys saying here? I need to practice karate. You have to go into Facebook and allow permissions. Oh, okay. The best bet. Okay. I'll go check and see if that's it. I think it'll be under apps in Facebook. Yeah, because vMix asked for it. Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. Okay, so you guys, hey, getting junk done. What's up, buddy? I was watching you. And happy belated, by the way. Getting junk done, turned 40 years old. And I was catching his stream this past week. I'm messing with vMix for the first time. And I've been using OBS for about 7-8 months, and this is my first time messing with it, and it's just a little bit of a learning curve for the first couple hours here, so I'm trying to get things done. Yeah, no, I hope you had a good birthday. He's up there in New York State, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm down in North Jersey. So, what Facebook page are you live with? So I'm going with my Coffee Talk and Tech. So that's what I'll be going live with, and it's public. And I made sure that it was public, and so it was being allowed. But if I have to go into the page itself and allow something, then I'll check that. Yeah, I use OBS for recording all the videos, and when I do my stuff, I actually record straight into it, if that's what you mean. And so I don't use an SD card, right? I just go right into OBS, and then I drop it right in my editing software after, and it helps so much. I am today in New York. Normally, I'm in South Jersey. Oh, you live in South Jersey? Where do you live in South Jersey? And plus, like, I want to see what you say South Jersey is, because it seems like when people are like in Middletown, they think it's South Jersey. So, just curious. Soon I'll get everything ready for my first ever live stream. Dude, that's awesome. CJ, that is awesome. I will be great to watch that. I'd be proud to see that happening. Sorry, I put my cup down. I'm actually, guys, I'm actually drinking coffee. Coffee Talk and Tech is drinking coffee. What editing software do you recommend for gaming channel? Well, it's not for a gaming channel. It's for any channel. I mean, I ended up going with DaVinci Resolve. So you're asking a person that a year ago didn't use anything, okay, because I didn't edit anything. And so I just forced myself to learn something that was a little harder, because I knew that you could keep on using DaVinci Resolve forever without having to worry about upgrading anything. And it was, what a lot of people like. So, and a lot of professionals. So he says, yep, right outside of Philly. Oh, you're right across the river from Philly. Okay, so and not too far from Trenton. So that's cool. That's cool. I actually am down in Trenton on occasion, and I head over that way. I'm all over. I was actually running fiber optics from Atlantic City all the way up to, yeah, close to Trenton for the last couple of years. And now I work in Newark, New Jersey. Was DaVinci hard to just jump into? So you're asking someone that went right from Windows editing software into DaVinci, and I just use a guy that I like. His name is Jason Yaduksky on say that again 10 times on YouTube. And Jason just was another New Jersey guy, and he just was quick with things and the way he spoke and did things. And I just kept on learning from the videos, and I just taught myself at first, learn how to drop the stuff in, set your timeline up. Then I was just dropping down into the editing, and literally, like, I was happy to have a title on my pay on my video. That was like just learning that, and then I just kept on going. And I think, like, in my last few videos, if you watch, it's like pretty decent, right? I guess I'm trying to get better all the time, of course. Hey, what's up, Clint? Circle Hook Productions, what's going on? We got our South African in the house. I don't know. I'm just a stream like hog now, because I'm working on vMix. So I just want to know people like why I'm on here, and I have an old thumbnail that I didn't even notice, because like the whole setup here is a lot different than I'm using on StreamYard. I've been doing to go live all the time. So now this here is just new, and I didn't even look when I went into my YouTube live. It used an old title that was there, which I should have known better, because I did know that, but I didn't notice it. So I just grabbed that stream key and just threw it in here, and that was it. So, but I really love the fact that when people leave a comment here, how fast I notice it and how much faster you guys hear me, because I just listen to myself on YouTube, and it's like literally 3 seconds difference. And I really, really love that, So it's like taking advantage of my computer that's pretty well to do. And I was able to have the ultra low latency settings, and I'm streaming out to both Facebook and to StreamYard. So guys, if you're on Facebook and you're dropping some comments, I apologize because I do not have the ability to see all those comments right this second. I don't have it pulled up, but I'm just doing like a short test on everything. So yeah, it's a very short delay. And I love it. I love it because it makes the interaction with you guys like so much better. And it gets I'm like so excited. I'm like, because like there were times where there was a good 30 to 40 seconds of difference in between, which is not like really horrible, especially if you got people talking, because you're kind of like dropping down to the next one to the next. But it is really cool when it's that short and you can interact. But I'm just trying to get like some of the things that I was using in OBS into here. Like I have this like little, thing that I start up and I'm behind the scenes with the countdown. So I'm working on this where I'm behind it, and I'm going to have the music going, and I'm going to have the countdown timer, which I haven't figured out yet. So that's the next thing. I have that countdown timer right here. And so everything has to be layered properly. And I need to like set up a scene where it just drops it in there and has it all working out. And so that's what I'm working on. So meanwhile, I just came in here and I thought I was going to be able to pull this, thing up from YouTube, but I'm definitely getting something, I believe, in my windows that's preventing me to be able to allow the comments to come into vMix. So I'm going to have to try to figure that out first, and then I will go from there and see how it goes. And then the next time I come in here, I'm going to have to make sure I change my thumbnail and get that old thumbnail off of there. So you are streaming from OBS to YouTube directly. Forgive me if you're not. No, I'm actually using vMix, which is specifically used for Windows. So it's Windows software that streams straight out to YouTube. And so I'm eliminating OBS, and I'll be eliminating StreamYard. And so it's going to be ultra low latency, and the clarity is going to be what it should. And I'm still going to be able to pop up everything on the screen. It's just going to be all a learning curve for me right now. So, that's what I'm going to try to do. And I'll get there. It's going to take probably a month or so before I have everything kind of like set up. I say a month, but it's probably going to be like 2 weeks. We'll see. But the videos I sent you should help you. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate that. I will definitely check them out. I'm like a little kid today, though, because it's like I'm just so happy to be having like the quality, I think. And then the other thing is that I even just heard myself a little bit, and I finally feel like the audio is sounding like it should, instead of being gurgled and compressed and whatever it's doing and everything else. Does the vMix work for mobile? I do not believe that it does. I think it's strictly because there's a lot going on in it, Clint. There's a good amount going on with everything. I'll try to give you a look right now. Let me pull this over, and I should be able to just show you guys like how this is all set up. So let's do this. So, oh, I can't do that, right? What the heck? That's me there. Oh, so if I show that, it goes to that, the infinite. I guess it would too, huh? All right. Well, I mean, you could see like here, down here, this is like the whole setup, but this is my actual picture in here. So it's like a left picture and a right picture. These are all the scenes down here that you add in. They're put in as inputs, and there's a way probably to do this way better. I'm like showing you guys, and I just don't even know how to do it the right way yet. But I'm just using like my number 3 input on my cameras and just showing the page, but that's kind of crappy because I thought it was going to look something like this. You know what I mean? My YouTube, so I can kind of show you. This is the separate app that goes on with this that helps me to be able to see the comments that I should be able to pull up onto the screen. And I'm not there yet with that, so I'm just trying to figure that out still. But I'll get there. You immediately noticed the difference in audio, Clint. Right. Thank you. And then Mike Hall says there is a huge difference in quality from OBS to vMix. Well, I wouldn't know because I don't know any of this, but I messed with. You can download the free version for 2 months for free, and that's what I did like 2 days ago. And I streamed literally for about 2 minutes, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh my god, I finally sound way better than I do on anything else. Because even if I go through OBS into Facebook, I'm like peaking and things are off, and you can't like your audio sync is all over the place. So I'm curious to see, because I did zero syncing here, and I want to see how it all pans out, because this should be taking right in from my A10 Mini and right in from my Rodecaster. And I'm curious to see how that all just works without doing anything. And so if it's like perfect, then that I'll be so happy, because it's another thing that I don't have to deal with either. So, but we'll see how it goes. I'm disappointed because I wanted to get this like stupid thing to show up on the comments. Which A10 Mini do I have? Which A10? I have the A10 Mini, just the basic version, the cheapo version, and I always try to get like the cheapest used stuff out there. So someone was selling one, right? A guy that was doing some stuff in his church, and he sold it for $200. So like, how could I not jump on that, right? Because that's like 1/3 off. So, I jumped on it, and I picked up my Rodecaster for way cheap also, and I'm actually looking to pick up a wireless HDMI unit too for used. And so I hope that I can snatch that up, and I slowly try to just like build things by getting deals and making things happen. Even when, like my cameras, we had someone else talking about it last night. I go in and I'll buy remanufactured Canons, refurbished, and I've had friends that have bought them. I bought one, and the refurbished gives you a year warranty, and the cameras have been great. So I'll do that if it makes sense, as long as I'm making not having to worry about the thing being a piece of garbage. That's fine. I wouldn't say that everybody that you would get like something refurbished from is a good go, but definitely from Canon. And that's why I did it, because there's not just like a few, there's a lot of people saying that's the way to go. It's a good deal. So I'm drinking coffee, guys. I know I showed you this once, but I'm Coffee Talking Tech, and a lot of times when I'm on, I can't have a coffee at like 9 o'clock at night. I'm finishing my coffee from the evening. So I'm really happy, because once I get this settled in, I'm going to be able to, with this level of vMix, which is the 4K version, I'll be able to bring in 4 people right now. Oh, look at Circle Hook Productions. Dude, I love you. Clint, you got to come on. We got to do a lot more streams with all of us. And again, it's just so much fun. Yeah, you're downloading vMix right now. I've been playing with this stuff all day, and will continue to do so. I tell you, this stuff is professional. It looks really good. There's not as easy as everything that I've seen, and that's the great thing. I don't know how anybody, if they're like afraid to stream, StreamYard makes it so easy. And then when you get comfortable with the streaming and you find out you like it, then like spend some money and go and get some other things, right? But you don't have to do it right away. And that's the great thing. What if you end up not liking it and you spent all that cash? So I'm really liking the streaming. I'm super fond of it, and so I think I'm going to keep on rolling with this a lot, and I want to be invested in this. I know this is just the site settings, See, this is what comes up on my screen right here. I'm getting this thing that's saying, not secure. Your connection to this site is not secure. So I'm going to have to figure out what exactly and allow it somehow. I just don't know how. Reset permissions. Camera, microphone, notifications. I gotta figure this out. On startup, default, safety check. Chrome can make it safe, data breaches, extensions. Yeah, I'll figure this out. I don't know. I gotta figure this somehow. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing. It's crazy. It's addicting for sure. That's what getting junk done says. Yeah, yeah. I know. I notice you guys enjoy it. I don't know if that's your coworker or your wife or relative that you do it with, the lady you do it with, but you guys look to have a good time, and you know, and the great thing is you're interacting with the people that watch you. So, I mean, who cares, right? It's like just fun, and they enjoy it. So, I don't know how that can't be bad. I mean, how it can be bad. Yeah, that's what I meant. I think you will like vMix. I think I'm liking it already, Sammy, because the quality is great, right? And everything I've read, it is like rock solid, and that really impresses me. And then just hearing myself a little bit so far, I got a warning right here that my stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend that you stream at 4,500. Okay. It says open widget. Can I open that widget? Well, if you lose me, you know why. Let's open it. Stream is healthy. I got a warning. Okay, stream settings. I didn't think that I adjusted my stream settings in here. I adjusted it in vMix, so it shouldn't. I didn't think it was going to let me go above a certain amount anyway. I had it set to 4,500, and the connection's good. And trust me, I should be good for like 10,000. It just freaking internet sucks sometimes, and I don't understand how we have to pay the money when I can't even get the upload speed I pay for. It's like you get the upload, it's 30 gigs up. I should be able to stream at 4,500, right? Because they technically want you streaming at 50%, right? So that would be 15 gigs, and I'm just streaming at 4.5, so gigabytes. But what else is new? Yeah, so far, I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch this a little bit. It's your wife. It's way more boring without her. Yeah. Yeah, you guys just look like you have a good time because she seems to really like it, and then you do too. And I've been trying to catch your stream getting junk done for a couple weeks now, and I keep on seeing it, but it's like I think it's just like at a time that I got something going on. It's hard to catch, but I caught it the one day, and then I caught you again, I think, and I threw you some comments, and it was kind of fun. No, I didn't mean that. I meant what I meant. I probably meant megabytes, right, Brian? Not gigs. Not gigabytes. Gigabytes is thousands. But it's just it's 4.5 meg is what it's set at for vMix, and I didn't think that I set anything because if you go into your Facebook studio, you can adjust like ultra low latency and all these things in the settings, and then you can actually put out what you want to put out. And I don't know if I even looked at so far. You were confused. Don't worry. I was confused too, Brian. It doesn't take much, especially when I just shoved all this into my brain like really quick to try to get this up and see how it would sound and go. And I thought I would figure out the stupid comments really quick. And I think it's just I think it's my Windows shutting me down. So, Chris, how you doing? Just saying hi. Yeah, how you doing? I'm testing some new software. So, I'm getting a lot of positive feedback that it sounds great. And then when you make a comment here, instead of it being like 40 seconds that goes by that I can't see it, it's like literally, it seems to be like 3 seconds. So as soon as a comment drops down and then you guys hear me regurgitating what you put, does sound good. See, you just typed that. Does sound good. And I wonder how many seconds does it take? It shouldn't be taking too long at all. And the look is good and everything. So no changes from yesterday. This this is not StreamYard, right? So this is vMix. This is paid software for Windows. And I'm testing it a little bit. That's when you caught me when I was like in the dark and you said the Halloween stream. So I'm looking at vMix right now. Apparently the software is set up to take callers, something you're thinking about doing. Yeah, so what I can do is with the 4K version, I can take in a total of four people. So it would be four including me. And you sent the link out, right? So all they have to do is click on it and have a browser and they come right in. Very similar probably to StreamYard, but I haven't done it yet. But it makes it really simple, just like you would like Zoom. You get a link, StreamYard, you get a link and you pop it in. So no one on the other side, it doesn't have to be like, they don't have to be super techie, and you can control a lot from your end. And as long as they're wearing headphones, you know the deal. It should work really well. People rave about this software. So it just seems to me that a lot of people that I know that stream, a lot of them are using Macs. So a lot of the people. And so I didn't know too many people using vMix, and a lot of other people are just using StreamYard. But I figure like I have all these cameras, I have all this mic stuff and equipment, and I want to like get a little bit more out of what I paid for all this when I stream. And so, and being that now that it's even faster, that's like that much faster I can interact with everybody too, which I really like. This is going to be a rabbit hole. Yeah, Clint, you're not kidding. But being that they give you 2 months for free, it's like awesome that you can try it out. And then it's like almost like they know you're going to fall in love with it. So they're like, okay, you're going to get sucked into it. So built in, yes, yeah. And white balance. You can do your white balance, your color correction, everything. So it's really cool. Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, and I'm going to be down it for a little bit. And then when I get my wireless HDMI system too, that will be a whole nother rabbit hole. And we'll go from there. I was actually gonna do this Saturday, but I couldn't even wait. The 4K version cost him $1,000 Canadian. Oh, yeah. Trust me, that's why I was gonna wait, but I got hooked up. So let's just say that I got hooked up and I got lucky, and it didn't pan out that I had to pay top dollar. I think God blessed me today. It was like a blessing. So I was actually just talking to a lot of people about it, and then they were like, I have a key code. And, if they want to say it, they can say it, but I don't want to use their name. I have a key code and I could sell it to you. So I was like, okay, cool. And I went for it because it's like something that is on my radar and I wanted, and wasn't ready to do it right away, but I wanted to try it out. And that's why I downloaded another deal. Listen, getting junk done. You're all about deals. I know how that whole business works. It's all about the deals. And when you get good at knowing the deals, you keep on making them. That's it. Right? I mean, people are cutting catalytic converters off. That's the deals that they have in like some of these inner cities. There's like, they know there's so much money in those things. They're just cutting them right off and getting like $80 for some of them. Plus, I think everything is up. You know what I mean? So like copper again is up. unbelievable. So everybody's saving everything that they can get their hands on as far as copper, because you could just, make a buck on that quick. Yeah, I don't know. Now you guys had me on here. I'm streaming for like 45 minutes. But again, I checked out my voice pads. I know that's working. So what is this? What do we got here? Sounds like the way to generate fines for your HMA. Yeah, I know. And I got a used one. I'm eyeing up on that too. Chris says, bro, my fave band you saw with me, the Bend Effect, are playing tomorrow. Oh, are they? In New York. What would you do if we had less than 10 hours to prepare? I'm saying I'm going to capture the show. Oh, I can't do that. I can't put myself in that. I have so many other things that I have to take care of. I would like to, but I have so much content that I need to work on and plus have time for the family. And so that's if, almost no one's seen me. And I didn't know this, that my dad was playing up on Wednesday night at the Blue Arrow. So, and he didn't even tell me because I would have liked to gone up to see my dad play. So I'm trying to figure out how to approach it. There's nothing to figure out at this point. You got a camera and you got your stuff. I mean, you have to have, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you don't have any other equipment with you. If you wanted to step it up right now, you're going to have to wait it. That's why I want to get the wireless HDMI set up, because I feel if you learn that and you can figure it out, then you can go from there. Yeah, but how are you going to live stream it? Like how? A camera? Your phone? You can't do it to YouTube with a phone. You can do it to Facebook. So, but I want to get that wireless HDMI set up because use it, and then at some point there could be like a business for that. You have 2 or 3 of them, because I know people have been using them this year for the weddings. And if you have businesses, right, you use their internet in their facility, and you can go get hooked up to an A10 mini and have those cameras wirelessly streaming out and switching right there in action. And that's a cool thing. That's a lot to do, but it can be really cool. Yeah, the Canon is going to be just for you though. It's just going to be footage, right? You can't do anything with anything from the Canon, and the phone would be to Facebook. But yeah, otherwise you're going to end up shooting and editing anyways. How horrible does this look? I know it's not great. Let me show you this confetti. Is it like really bad? I just want it to be fun. I didn't pay anything for it. So it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's like horrible just to like drop confetti. It's not horrible. It's not great. I can probably make that look better, but it's not going to be like a lot. I didn't take any time at all to really dial in that key. But coffee, know anything about drones? Small chance of an impulse buy of a Magic Mini tomorrow. I am not a drone guy, even though I love them to death. And I would love to go down that rabbit hole, because could you imagine adding the drone footage, and then you got your cameras on the ground and you have a wireless setup. I mean, eventually I'd love to get there someday, right? And piece that all together, but I'm not there yet. Yes, it does. Right, Brian. That's why you see all the right behind. And I didn't fine tune it yet. And I don't know how great, I don't know how great the actual original file is, and whether or not I could actually make that look a ton better. But it's just like, it's more for fun than anything else. So I'm not really too stressed about it. it's just like, yeah, I don't think I can really spend, let me see here. Let me try that. Too much time on it to make it look too great. Let me see this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm thinking the same thing about the drones. More dynamic footage for the channel and streams. You could figure out some cool stuff. Right, exactly. I'm a part of a 107 pilot. What does that mean? You got to explain that. I don't know what that means. I agree with you getting junk done, though. It's like, oh, I have a mini Mavic Mini. It's great. I heard those are the way to go. They're so tiny in light, and the footage is incredible. Because I have friends that do use them. I would love that. If you notice, all confetti is surrounded by black. Yes. And you can layer your footage, but the confetti on another layer. Oh my God. Now you guys are talking like that would drop out the black. Well, I have a Luma key and a chroma key at the same time, but I don't know if I'm using it all. So great. I just threw it in there. And not that it was so great to begin with. It's just free. I just want to celebrate. I have a license to fly a drone commercially. That's cool. I just don't. I every time I try to get on the drone, it never goes off the ground. So that's what I would do. After Effects and even Photoshop video tools. Yeah, this is what I need you guys for, because I can't, at this point, you know what I'm going to do if I have to do all that? I'm just going to buy it from somebody and have the best confetti instead of the free stuff. But I'm not ready to do that. And like, this is just fun enough, I think, for free, just to celebrate really quick. I don't care. It's colorful. It's fun. It's not the greatest. And you see those little black dots. So what? I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world. If it's on black, okay, just the Luma. Okay, so let me take a look here. Let me take a look. Okay, so the chroma key is all the way down. Okay, good. And the Luma key, I don't know if I need to go less or more. It's a fine line probably, right? Let me try that. And then there's like colors, the blue, the green, the red, and I can mess with that too. Oh, key, fill in, fill out. Okay, that's not for that. Okay, let me see if this looks better. Nope, hold on. Is this better? Let's see. Dudes, that's better. That is way better. There we go. See, you guys helped me already. That is way better. That took 2 seconds. See? This is why we put all the smart brains together. We could figure anything out. So there you go. It's on the loop. It looks way better. And I'm happy about that. So, all good. I'm going to step off. I don't want to confuse the crowd. And we'll... Now you're not confusing anybody. We could talk about anything. I'm not doing anything special. We're just chilling. And I'm messing around with things. And I'm kind of like having fun at the same time. So... Boom. Yes. Yeah, that does. But they helped me already. They're like, I think I had the other thing checked off, the chroma key, and I don't need that. And these guys are pros at making like stuff look good. And I don't know how to do any of that stuff yet, so it's a fine line. So Chris, good night. I'm out. Mic drop. Boom. He's out. He's out. I'm curious to see how that sounds too, because it used to sound like so bad in the background. I want to see if it sounds like it's like really coming through or not. For some reason, it always sounds like crapola when it's on, like going through 2 other softwares. And then I can fade her down. There we go. Cool. All right, we'll see how things go. We see how things go. All right, guys. I guess you guys you're probably must be bored out of your mind. I don't even know how you're on here just chilling with me. It's kind of fun though. I'm glad you guys are here. And hands up. I don't know the words, so well, so far I'm pretty happy since I'm streaming out to both of yous. I only had one little problem that was showing me that my connection was a little bit laggy. And otherwise, I haven't had any other problems for almost an hour. So streaming out to both, and that looks pretty good through here. And my CPU, let's take a look here. My CPU total, this is just, I'm sure, vMix, what the strain it's putting on it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll pull up my task manager and take a look at performance. So everything that's rolling here, my CPU is at 13%, now up to 16, and my GPU is at 16. So this is barely taxing my computer at this level right here. So that's good. That's really good. Yeah, 14% and 16 GPU. So that's good. That's good stuff. I may watch above like a TikTok. All right. Well, I'm going to go back and take a look at this. And Sammy sent me some videos, and I want to take a look at those real quick. And then I'm going to see how it's going. Let me see if there's oh, you changed vMix's access your personal info and review your settings. Okay, then why didn't it let me? Okay. Wow, that's good. That looks good. Pretty awesome. That's still going. Okay. Getting junk done. What do you say? Gotta say, I'm impressed. Picture and audio is amazing. Yeah, it really is. I'm really happy with it. And I don't even have my lighting set up like perfect. And it's a real nice clarity. And this is what I love. Like, I have that Canon, my Canon app. I leave it up on my computer all the time, and I have it like right here, and I can always just mess with it right here. So if I want to like bring my ISO up right here, I could just go and make that change right on here, and it makes the difference right away. And I can go into my picture settings and change my saturation or anything like that too. So I always like leave that so I don't have to touch the camera, which makes it awesome. And I leave that down below, and it makes things pretty simple for your main cam. And then you just got to get like the ISO set up for like cam 2 if it's coming from the side, right? And then if you got a camera in the back. And there's like a couple things you got to work out in here, but working on it. Dude, your lighting is off. That's impressive. What do you mean, is it off? My lighting's low. It is low. Yeah, it's pretty low, and I like that because it's easy on my eyes sometimes. Tell me more about the Canon app. I have a 90D, and I don't know anything about the app. Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome you have a 90D, because then that you can use you get autofocus and a clean HDMI. So what I do is I download utility app number 3 from Canon, and then I have it in the settings that when I turn my camera on, the app opens, and that's the app that you see. And then basically everything gets set right on that app. And so whatever your camera is set at, then you can change it right from that app, and you never have to like go behind the camera, because my particular desk is right in front of me and the camera is like right behind the screen, and then I have a window. So that kind of blocks me. And so I don't have to deal with that and getting my hands behind there and touching the screen or touching anything. And I make all the changes right on the screen. and it makes it really easy for me. And then on top of that, I do have to go to the camera to hit the menu system to switch over to take pictures. But then even like when I'm taking pictures, I can use this app to have it set up to take like pictures for a thumbnail, and I just go and hit the click button in the shoot menu, and then it shoots off 10 pictures while I just sit there and pose corny poses like or anything like that. And then I have my thumbnail pictures, and without someone having to take them all the time from this perspective here. So kind of like when you're a one-man show, you're trying to do, a bunch of things, and that's the way I try to make things a little bit easier for myself. So that's how I roll. But what does Circle Hook say here? I went live accidentally with vMix, and you're talking in the background. Wow, you didn't waste any time. You're crazy like us, man. You like just getting on and trying to mess with this stuff. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. 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 I think you'll like it if your setup is conducive for it and you have your screen in front of you. Then like you don't have to get up and like say you're sitting there, which I think I saw you do one day. Oh, my ISO's a little off. The sun goes down and you're streaming for like an hour or something. And you notice that the light changes in your room. Now you don't have to go to your camera and like, oh, I got to up my ISO. You could just like, if you need to, you can just do it right there, and then just make a click and you're done. So I like that. It just makes things really easy. And that's my mom stopping in and saying hi on the stream, Marlene. Last night you had background and foreground lighting. His set is awesome, but the change is obvious. Yes, right. So basically last night, right, I had the lighting in the background for the color and stuff. And then I have this all a little bit brighter. But yeah, and then it kind of separates myself when you have the lighting in both places. But I wasn't looking to impress anybody today, so I just wanted to get on here and do things because I have this like remote, right? And I literally have this $160 setup, which I'm very fond of. I think it's worth every dollar. And so I can go to my lights and I just take this remote and there I go. Boom. And I can just change that was just my right light, and I can go and change the other light. And then I can bring them down just right here by a remote for a $160 setup that I got. So I'm all about finding deals, guys. Like, yeah, maybe the stuff is nice and maybe like the outcome is nice, but I'm all about not spending, the top dollar for everything. I mean, who wants to do that? I mean, got to try to do what you got to do. But no, these are called Dasny D50s, DAZZNE. Got them off of Amazon, and I have a little trick that I do to make them raise up a little higher for cheap because everybody wants them a little bit taller, and I found a cheap way to do it, and I made it happen. So because I'm the one that was behind on lighting. I waited too long to get some good lighting, and so I picked up something that would work for me at the desk here. They clamp right onto the desk, 2 of them. I catty corner them like this, and maybe one day I'll go over everything, but brighter is better. Yeah, I mean, right, you know, a lot of times that I like to stream when it's a little brighter, but being that I just stream for a few days in a row, it beats up your eyes too. And then why do I have the big headset on? Because I didn't even expect to be on here. So this is just real easy instead of getting those ones in my ears. And I didn't expect to be on here talking to you guys for an hour again, So here I am, and we're just shooting the breeze. Studio tour would be nice to see. Yeah, I could do that one day. And that's no problem. I actually plan on doing it. I was going to set up something, and this is what I want to do. I want to get this set up because I have 3 cameras here, and this guy back here is not even on. So I just turned that guy on. I can give you probably a little idea if this guy's hooked up, and I have the one from the side too, and I can adjust that as an overhead or a side view or whatever. But I usually have, there we go, this guy is in the back, and I was showing that camera. So this is kind of like my setup. I have that light over there, this over the top. There's my camera, and you guys get the gist of it, right? So there's my speakers. There's me. I know this is overexposed. I just wanted to show you. That's like my setup. So if I want something overhead, I can attach it to these, and I can even attach cameras, another monitor, whatever I want to do with that. And that clamps there. And then down on here, I have a Rodecaster Pro, and I have my A10 Mini, and I got my fake flower. And that's this is my Home Depot desktop. That's solid wood that I got for like 80 bucks. And I got a deal on this one because I had a dent on it that no one's ever going to see. And so I don't care. So I got it for like 80 bucks. What's wrong with that? Whoa, you can reach that? Yeah, what do you mean? Everything? Yeah, everything's like right here. I can grab that and I can move that arm around. Yep, right in front of me. I could hook a mic up to that if I wanted to and take this out of the shot. There's like this, it's kind of like very useful with everything. And so that's what I try to do is, you know, I always try to find like little ways to make things easier for me that are cheap. And when you have like a Visa mount that you're already buying to put two monitors on, if you just buy the fork, the quad, and you take the Visa mounts off on the ends, then you can bolt a 1/4 inch in on those, and you can have like anything you want at the end. You put a ball head there, you could put lights there, you could do everything. Behind me, so right now I have this desk, and this is another Home Depot desk that actually goes up and down with a crank. And usually that's all the way back against the wall. It's not a huge room, but I moved it up because I was actually put some things here for a stream. If I wanted to grab something, it was like right here. So if I wanted to, like, for example, show this, I can go and say, hey, like, this is what I use to vlog with. This is Ulanzi MT16 stick. This folds out and together so I can hold and stream with a little ball head. And then it's got a little mic mount right there on the side. It's too dark to see probably. But this is like a real handy thing to go streaming with and vlogging with, not streaming, vlogging. So I was showing some things off that I thought I might need. You know, like capture cards. I got a few different capture cards here. If anyone was going to ask, like, because there's like people don't know what it really, even a capture card is or what it looks like. So I was just like, I had two different ones, and these are just USB 3. This one is. And this one is the literally $15 USB 2 one that does 1080p at 30 frames. And so if you don't want to go and spend another ton of money to have another camera view, but you want better quality than what your, app can give you, through like Canon or Sony, then buy yourself one of these capture cards for like 20 bucks. And then you got another view with a decent quality resolution. The dynamic range is definitely a little less in the other capture card, the cheap one, but I don't think you'll get anybody that will complain about it. So that's okay. I didn't expect to be on here. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just chilling. I'm probably gonna get off and see what my family's doing. They're probably like, what the hell are you doing again? So I'll turn this camera off. Oh, you guys crack me up. Are we gonna be doing this like 2-3 days a week? I'm gonna be like the top streamer. I'm going to be streaming every night. And I'm like, okay, guys, we're going to get pumped. We're going to do a 24-hour stream and raise money for the Special Olympics. That would be great. I'm going to watch Army of the Dead tonight. I never heard of that, but that sounds fun, Mike. I've invested in 2 of the cheapo cards. Not perfect for a lot of things, but it works for like Zoom and Skype perfectly. Yeah, and there's different ones out there. I was not going to go and just get any one. This one, like, I actually did a review on it on my page, and you could see the quality in the 1080p, and I was very impressed with it considering it's 15 bucks. So I was happy with that. Making business decisions, that's the idea. Go watch Army of the Dead. Oh God, you guys watch all this stuff? Never even heard of it. Look, it's on Netflix. You all know about it. You think I have time to go and look at all this stuff? How do you think I figure out this stuff? I don't have time to watch everything. He's selling his Pokemon cards. Oh, I think you can get top dollar now, right? I got like this vMix stuff I could sell too for top dollar right now. He's going to probably watch it tonight too. You guys are great. It's the biggest movie on Netflix at the moment. Look at you guys. I don't even have Netflix. I don't even have Netflix, bro. You think I'm going to go pay somebody for Netflix? Whatever the show is, I'm sure I can watch it on whatever I watch, but not on Netflix. Yeah, that's how I have that little bit of extra money to spend on stuff is by not having Netflix. And now freaking YouTube streaming for their TV stuff is like too much money for that now. They're just going up and up. I think they raised their money like price $20 in the last like 6 to 8 months. I'm about to cut them and I'll go back and I'll be a slinger, bro. I don't care. I'm going to be a slinger again because I don't need a lot of channels. My son doesn't watch barely any TV. My wife watches like whatever she wants to watch, and we can find her shows on the other things that I use. And I don't know. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. It's a TV series, yeah. Well, maybe I'll check it out again. The last time I watched like a real TV series is when I broke my arm. I watched I binge watched the Breaking Bad. So that's a while ago. Yeah. I don't really, the only thing I really watch a lot is like probably Shark Tank is like the biggest thing that I watch consistently. You know, otherwise I'm always like watching stuff to get informed. I always want to know about like finance and business and crypto, streaming, tech. I'm always just like watching stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of like of a nerd, but I guess you guys get it. Like we all maybe are a bit, right? So look at what's his name? Where'd he go? What's his name? I can't think right this second. Circle Hook. Clint. Clint is, he found out about vMix and he's gone. He's off to the races and he's probably sitting trying to figure out how he's going to stream tonight because he's all pumped up. He's like, this stuff is awesome. That's great. What is getting junk done by day? I'm a chem teacher. Oh, really? And my students always compare me to the Walter White. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you're a teacher in New Jersey or up in New York? Because I don't know. You're like, you seem to be all over the place. Because when you were talking about New York, you were up pretty high up there. Dude, you don't waste any time, Clint. You're like you played the 60 right off the bat. Wow. That's awesome. You're like pumped. The only thing about the 60, which here's the great thing about vMix. Whatever you pay, if you want to upgrade to the next level, they don't make you pay from scratch again. So who cares, right? So it's worth it to pay the least and then you can just bump up and they don't hammer you. So the thing that's with the $60, you only get like 4 sources. And when they say sources, man, they mean like one camera's a source, one audio is a source. And if you pull in like an overlay or a piece of a movie clip or anything, that's a source. And you can only have 4. And that's where they hammer you. And that's why, when you go up a level, then you have like 1,000 sources, I think you can use. So when you find out what a source is, then you realize you're going to need more. But to just but why'd you pay? They get 2 months for free. 2 months for free you had, bro. You should have just used they give you the max for 2 months. You were probably all pumped and you didn't even read that. Where does it say? I'm a teacher in South Jersey. Property in New York is retirement plan. Got it. John, I'm going to do business. Okay. Enjoy yourself, CJ. I hope you make some bucks. And now's a good time to sell that stuff. Now I have forever. You love it. You love this tech stuff. That's awesome. I'm selling a lot to get money, and the money make me more money. Well, that's good. That's the plan, right? That's always the plan, my friend. Always have something that's making you some money. Whether or not the market's going down or the market's going up or another market that you're involved in, always try to, separate your money in different situations. So, all right, guys, I can't believe I'm on here for over an hour anyway. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I can't believe that how many people watched this for this long. And I got to get Bald Gamer's got to get off of here. He's got to become an entrepreneur. And Circle Hook is going to spend the rest of the night on vMix. Getting Junk Done is going to probably be looking into vMix too. And he's pumped. And again, I hope that we can catch everybody again on a stream and check each other out. And I love all the people that I'm meeting through YouTube. And one day, maybe at the end of the summer or something, we can get all us Jersey people together somewhere, or a bunch of us, or someone that's close by, and we can grab some lunch and talk about the whole YouTube journey, because it's hard sometimes finding people that are on that same journey or going through similar situations. And it brings things like all relative to what you're doing, and someone understands the things you're going through. So maybe we could do that one time. So guys, have a great night. Yes, Paul Gamer, question. He has a quick question. He's got one question before he says it. And Getting Junk Done. What is your first name again? My name is John, by the way. I hear people coming down the stairs. They're coming for me. They're going to rip me out of the room probably. I gotta go. They're gonna go, Joe. Which one is better for live streaming? Which one? What do you mean? Which one? What? Tell me. All right, Joe. Have a good night. I'll talk to you again, and I'll try to check out your live stream this week again. And OBS or StreamYard? That's a trick question. Here's what I would do if I were you. I would try both of them. And remember, the great thing about StreamYard, although you can find ways to make things in OBS work, it is not easy. StreamYard is free for the amount of time you can use, 20 hours a month. And if you want to engage with your live stream at the moment with the people that will stop by, like we are doing, like with the pop-ups we usually do, I do that all on StreamYard. It is possible to do it in OBS. It's just harder and more like aggravating a little bit. So this is why I'm right here, right now. So, but if you want to engage with everybody with the questions and everything popping up on the screen, you got to give StreamYard a try and go from there. Circle Hook says OBS as a virtual cam into StreamYard. That's exactly what I've been doing. Yep, that's exactly what I do, is bring in right into StreamYard, and that's how I do it. Yeah, absolutely. That's the best thing. Skipping this week, next Sunday for sure. Have a good one. Yeah, okay, right. It's holiday weekend. Everybody enjoy. You might see me testing some more stuff this weekend. I got to run. I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic weekend. Be safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.